Alright, so you read the thumbnail, and you read correctly. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is DJ Miles, and I'm here to review the latest Pokemon Sword and Shield game, and I am here with my friend Julian, who is a Pokemon expert, and I only say that because he has a Pokemon tattoo.
Okay.
Don't worry, the power of editing. So listen, this is an anime channel, but Pokemon is an anime, and with all the controversy, of course I was going to talk about this. We will not talk about spoilers. I do want to be very considerate of all the people watching this review right now, all the images and all the backgrounds that you'll see me talk about during this review. I will probably show up to the third gym leader, and then I'll kind of keep it at that. I played the original Pokemon Red and Blue, Yellow, Silver and Gold, skipped plenty of generations, jumped into X and Y, played Let's Go Pikachu, and now here we are with Pokemon Sword and Shield. What about you, Julian?
I mean, I've played every single one.
Yeah, so now let's go ahead and talk about that. I'm actually glad that you've played all of them, because this game has been around for about almost 2 decades. Pokemon.
20 plus years, yeah.
20 plus years. It is one of the most popular, or it is the most popular IP out there. It makes a lot of money.
Did you know it sold, I think, about 6 million units in the first weekend?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
So it goes without saying, what's one of the first things a lot of people want to talk about? The graphics. And I'm going to say this. Pokemon Sword and Shield, to me, I think it's a visual treat. High expectations in a relationship is a total killer. And I've had an on and off again relationship with Pokemon, and they took me out to Chipotle, Julian.
You're not going to complain. No.
I'm not going to complain, but I'm also going to say for our 7th year anniversary, you took me to Chipotle and you didn't take me somewhere else. This is where we fall with Pokemon Sword and Shield to me. Dragon Quest XI, although it may have cartoony graphics, is a visual eye candy as well. And not only that, it excels. Pokemon Sword and Shield could have looked like that. Why didn't they do that? How do you feel about the graphics in this?
So let's talk about a couple things. So Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. Those games kind of was an introduction on the Switch, and I think those games kind of set the standard of what we're going to play moving forward with what technology is evolving too. Honestly, going from a Game Boy to being able to play on your TV, I'll be honest, one of the best things. I enjoyed the game graphics. I think we're really great.
Let's go ahead and kind of switch things over and talk about something they actually did right, and that was the music. Man, the music in this game hit its apex with Pokemon.
It's definitely different. I think because they're doing it on the TV, it's so much better. I think they did a good job, and I agree with you on that one.
With the sound designs, with how the Pokemon make their animations, I mean, there's certain Pokemon, when I hear their animations, I know, oh, it's this Pokemon, or oh, it's X Pokemon. When you go into the gym battles, it is some of the most electrifying ways to pull me in. Like, did you feel like you were in the gym battle?
Every single time I went into the gym, I felt like I'm being watched by a crowd of people. Like,
yes.
I'm literally on my bed playing my games, but I see all these people just watching. That's one of the best things I think they did with this game.
But let's go ahead and now just switch things over and talk about the story, because the story itself is really good. So every time you go into a new village, I think one of the best things that they do is
cutscenes. They do cutscenes right before.
They do cutscenes, and let's face it, people, we're pretty much in England. Simple terminology like mom, telly, but it pains me. Every time you go into a town, I can't help but wonder, this looks fantastic. This looks gorgeous. Sure, I can go get a haircut. Sure, I can go wear a new outfit. But it's just gym battle, but there's nothing to do in any of them.
To be honest, they did mess that up, I think. You go into every single town, you're able to walk around, talk to people. You got a bunch of characters all over the place who are they're kind of there. There's no side quests, really. There's really no side. I mean, there's a little things within the story, but at the same time, there's not much going on. Like, they're just adding little things just to get yourself involved with the character, where you build up your avatar. That's cool and all, but I need more missions.
So let's kind of talk about the good and the bad with everything we've now all mentioned. One of the things that prior to this game release, I thought was just this huge selling point was Dynamaxing. I thought Dynamaxing was this just overemphasized, bloated feature. Who cares if your Pokemon are big? I don't think that's really going to sell me on this game. And who would have thought Dynamaxing was actually one of the coolest things that this game actually had to offer?
So Dynamax is basically, I think, that kind of like how Pokemon Go is with raiding and you're and battling with groups of people. So I think that's cool. I mean, every game has their own version. You got a Sun and Moon with Z moves. You have Mega Evolutions in X and Y and Z. So it's like all these different things are constantly adding more so Pokemon can do extra things. Dynamaxing is cool. They're like, let's just put Pokemon Let's Go or Pokemon Go and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee into this game. See what we can do. But I feel like they became kind of lazy with that because they didn't have any idea. They didn't come up with anything creative. I mean, so it's like they don't really have moves with it.
The lack of like dungeons you go into. These caves and dungeons, to me it's surprising that they give me escape ropes, but the dungeons are really just like a little walk in the park.
They're very detailed on the inside too, with all these dungeons, all these mazes, and all these places you go. The Pokemon are walking around. You can see them. I think that's still one of the best things that they introduced in Let's Go Pikachu because of that. This time, you can see them. Let me run away from the guy. But there's so many like different things with that too.
Speaking of all the wild Pokemon, I mean, the wild area is one of the new inclusions that they added in this, and I know a lot of people are clamoring about a 360 camera view, right, where you can go into the open world. How did you feel about this wild area?
Probably my favorite part. Probably, honestly, best concept about it. And I think the concept behind it is incredible. Without spoiling it anymore, there's new things in different parts of the wild areas. I think, honestly, the wild areas, I've put in 30 hours into this game already. I'm pretty sure I've put in at least 20 in the wild area.
Just in the wild area alone.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want, and before going to the first gym, you have a starter that's a level 7. If you want to encounter a level 55 Steelix, that's on you. Good luck.
The best thing is when I was going in the wild areas, I got to a certain spot and I see this Gengar chasing me. I'm like, oh my god, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like I'm a level 7 score buddy, and I'm like, okay, yeah, not going there, not fighting him. So
With closing thoughts, this game looks pretty, but I can't help but wonder when there's other JRPGs made the genre much better in terms of graphics. The story is very subjective. I just wish there was more in this game to do besides the gym battle, because where they kind of go with the story and kind of the mystery with the legendaries, I feel like they just shoehorn something fourth quarter, 10 seconds before you're about to beat the game, and you're like, huh, this just came out of nowhere. There's games like Persona 5 where I am so enthralled when I hear the voice acting, and I'm like, wow, voice acting in Persona 5, I didn't know this was something I wanted. It's not the biggest turnoff, but why couldn't they have hired someone to do some voice acting?
I think
this is, to me, a missed opportunity. Cooking was one of the features in this game. It's a watered down version of Zelda's Breath of the Wild. They show the animations where you can grab some things, put them in a pot, your Pokemon gain XP, and then they recover their health. The trainer is eating the food. The Pokemon is munching on imaginary food because there's no food in front of them.
Yeah.
And is it a deal breaker? Absolutely not. I think this is lazy. The XP, I know it's a double-edged sword because there's some times where, oh, I want to try new Pokemon, but I don't want to grind to get them to a certain level. I understand that. Game Freak, you're telling me there couldn't have been an option to be, hey, would you like this on or would you like this off?
Yeah, experience share was from the start. I was like, are we already, like, I'm already leveled up completely.
You can't give me a harder difficulty option. And I'm not saying this as a flex. I didn't lose once in this game. And I didn't have a well-balanced team.
At the end of the day, I'm still going to buy it. I like Pokemon, so I'm going to obviously buy it. This game, pretty good.
Here's the thing. Is it worth $60, yes or no?
Yes. 100% worth it.
I also think it's worth your $60. I think a lot of people who are criticizing the game, as I think a lot of points that we addressed in this video are justified, this is still a fun game. However, Pokemon, Game Freak, Nintendo, this is kind of your last lifeline with me. This is just a pretty 3DS game to me.
It's a brand. Pokemon, I feel like, will still sell 20 years later.
See, but I think that's the problem. I think people have to stop giving excuses because it's Pokemon. There's other games, I guarantee you, if Mario did this, if Zelda did this with their graphics, they would be with pitchforks outside of a Nintendo building
probably,
saying,
protesting,
hey,
yeah.
Do you have anything else you wanted to mention?
I mean, it's 100% worth it. Music was good. Music was probably one of the best things.
Music is the best thing. Guys, let me know what you thought about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. My name is DJ Miles. Julian, thank you so much for joining me here.
Thanks for having me. See you guys.
As I always say, to be continued, take care.